exploring?
Mr. Speaker, the SNP once again want to be ruled by the European Union. I mean, this is the most extraordinary claim from a party that wants to be independent. They want to be independent for 1 minute, and then they say to our friends in Brussels, you take over because we're not able to do it for ourselves. We're too weak and feeble and frail to be able to stand on our own 2 feet. So we've got to get somebody else to do it. The great advantage of being out is it's up to us. And we have the single trade window coming forward, which will be the world-beating, one of the best, potentially, systems anywhere, cutting out bureaucracy, not just for people we're trading with in the European Union, but globally, because we in the Conservative Party have a global horizon rather than this narrow Brussels-based horizon of the Scottish nationalists.
I will attempt to pick the bones out of that one when I get to Hansard. But hearing of Brexit opportunities reminds me of that classic Abbott and Costello comedy Foreign Legion, when Bud and Lou get lost in the desert and they come across an ice cream parlour that everybody knows to be a mirage except them. And that's exactly what this is. This is a mirage. To the extent, indeed, that many of our performers are now having to rely on the charity Help Musicians for a £5,000 grant so they can afford to take their performances to Europe. So why do our performers now require charitable help? And what happened to that promised post-Brexit bonfire of red tape?
Mr. Speaker, in 1661, I'm not with Albert and Costello. There's a much better carry-on where they're in the desert, and Kenneth Williams is leading them in the Foreign Legion. But anyway, let's go back to 1661, because in 1661, outside in Old Palace Yard, the public executioner took all the acts that were passed by the illegitimate Cromwellian Parliament and burnt them. Now, I have to say, I would like to do something similar to what was done between 1972 and our departing from the European Union, and we are building up the kindling wood thanks to the readers of The Sun who are sending in their brilliant suggestions.
We're a hobos.
Number 11, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, there is no disputing the horrors of what occurred during the